Hello YouTube, it's Steel here, and today I'm going to be comparing OpenShot against Kdenlive. I'm going to be going over 4 categories that these editors will compete in, and we'll see which one turns out to be the best. Number 1 is interface. Now, Kdenlive has a customizable interface similar to Adobe Premiere Pro, and I really like that because it means I can customize the interface to what I'm comfortable with, and anybody else can customize their interface to their editing styles. Now, OpenShot does kind of have, your just window kind of thing, and you can scroll how big you want your preview window to be, but it's not as extensive as Kdenlive. It's not as near as extensive as Kdenlive. So I'm going to give this category to Kdenlive. Number 2 is power. Now Kdenlive, like I said, is very similar to Premiere Pro, and it's got all your effects, all your timelines, all your multi-tracks, all your text editing features, anything that you would want in a professional grade video editor. And you even got your dual displays and your stuff like that. Just like I said, basically everything that you want in a professional grade video editor. And I really like that. I really like having tons and tons of styles and stuff like that, so you can really customize your video like crazy. Now OpenShot, I do like it. It's similar to WeVideo because it just has similar characteristics to it. It has multi-track timeline editing, which I really appreciate, but it just doesn't have as many plain features as Kdenlive does, because it doesn't have really as good text features, doesn't have really as good just video features, and it's just not as good as Kdenlive. So I'm obviously going to give this category to Kdenlive again. Number 3 is performance. Now Kdenlive and OpenShot are actually very similar in this category. OpenShot and Kdenlive both have stuttering when you're playing back your main timeline, especially when you got lots of effects or dual videos on 2 tracks at the same time. They kind of stutter, but that's actually my computer's fault, probably, at least, because it has 2 gigs of RAM, not that big of a processor, not that big of a CPU. It'll definitely help if you have a more powerful computer with like more RAM and more CPU power, which I definitely highly recommend if you're doing this kind of video editing. My computer's this is probably my computer's fault and not really my editor's fault, but they have stuttering when you're playing back the video. They're not the quickest. So this category, I'm going to give them a tie. So yeah, they're just not the best running. But they are still usable, so I'm editing this video on Kdenlive actually right now, so obviously they're still usable. So yeah. What about exporting features? This is our 4th category. Now, they both are very similar in this category. Again, they both have the similar exporting features. I mean, you both can change their bitrate, their resolution, their format, and stuff like that. So, basically the same thing in there. But I want to see how fast it took for them to export. So, I got a 30-second video file that has recorded at 1080p at 30 frames per second and exported it at 15 megabits per second on both editors. Now, on Kdenlive took about a staggering 11 minutes and 30 seconds around that time, and yeah, it took a long time, but for me, it's worth the editor, but it took a long time. And OpenShot completely cut that time in half and gave it a 4-minute and 30-second time. So, yeah. I think I know who wins there, and that's going to be OpenShot. Now, I really like both editors. Now, I'm actually going to use both of these editors for different reasons. I'm going to use Kdenlive for more videos that use more editing and need more time need more advanced edit, and I don't really care about how long they take to export. But I'm going to use OpenShot when I need a little bit, when I don't really need that advanced edit. If I just need to put some clips together, clips on top and bottom of each other, simple stuff. But I really kind of want a faster, more speedy experience. So, yeah, these editors really are different. I mean, they're easier to use here, harder to use there, more customizable here, there. So they're really for different people. If you want a more user-friendly experience, you would choose OpenShot. But if you want a more advanced, more more complicated experience, you would use Kdenlive. Now, I really like both of these, but tell me in the comments what editor you like to use down below. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And for more videos coming to you very soon, why not subscribe? So thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next one.